More Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dipper Overload. Let's begin. All the bands sounded the same to me, but the audience didn't seem to mind. Everyone was there having a good time, including the security guard from Hippo Henry's, who I guess was just there as a fan. The bands were all way more professional than Loaded Dipper, and I'm guessing most of these groups did this full time, so I could tell that they were out of our league in this competition. I thought about a run for it to save myself the embarrassment of having to perform, but at that point it didn't seem right to ditch Roderick. I knew that for Loaded Dipper to go up there was getting close when Stink took the stage. I thought they'd come out and tear into one of their big hits because that would have definitely made the crowd go wild. But Bill came out by himself and sat down at a piano. And when he started playing a slow song, the crowd didn't seem to know how to react. But it was all just. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. Gosh. There we go. Oh, much better. Oh, sorry. Um, where was I at? No. That wasn't it. It was just one big fake out. Because then the rest of the band stepped on stage and launched into a speed metal version of Becky. The audience was totally eating it up. And they knew right then that Stink had this competition in the bag. And that was before Becky started tossing donuts into the audience. I should have been a little more careful about how close I was to the crowd, though, because the next thing I knew, I was part of it. I guess I kind of let myself get swept up in the moment because for a second there, I forgot I was supposed to be on stage next. But when I saw Roderick at the stage door, I remembered why I was there. We had a minute to get ready backstage, so me and the other guys, two other guys, tried to talk Roderick into just accepting defeat and letting Stank win the competition. But Roderick was too stubborn to go down without a fight, so when the announcer called Loaded Dipper's name, the three of us followed Roderick out on stage. The stage lights were so bright that I couldn't see past the first three rows of the audience. But I locked eyes with the guy from Hippo Henry's and I could tell he recognized me. I wanted to run, but I felt trapped. Hey. And when Roderick started playing the drum intro to Dipper Overload, I knew I just had to grit my teeth and get through the next 3 minutes. I look like Obama? Uh, thank you? I don't know what to say to that other than thank you, I guess. But then something weird happened. When I started playing the guitar chords, Roderick taught me I sounded way better than I did during practice. And Drew's brother had somehow gotten a lot better too. But when Ward opened his mouth to sing, it was Bill's voice that came out of the speakers. Suddenly it all made sense. Roderick had plugged his music player into the sound system. And what was coming through the speakers was the version of Dipper Overload the guys recorded in that studio back in December. That meant me and Drew's brother were only pretending to play, and Ward was just lip syncing to Bill's vocals. And once Ward realized he didn't have to sing for real, he started to actually enjoy himself. Nobody in the crowd seemed to notice that we were faking it, and I guess I started to have a little bit of fun too. I couldn't really blame Roderick for using a pre-recorded track for the competition because even if we had 3 months to practice, we never could have pulled it off. So everything was going great, and I thought we might actually have a shot at winning the whole thing, but then it came crashing down. Halfway through the song, Bill stopped singing and started coughing. And Ward didn't know what to do, so he just tried to keep it up as best as he could. That's when I realized that Roderick had accidentally played the first version of the song they recorded, right after Bill got a guitar pick stuck in his windpipe. But it was too late to switch over to the good version of the song, and when the sound of Bill drinking water came through the speakers, the crowd finally noticed something was off. It seemed like a good time to get out of there, but we couldn't leave the stage because someone was standing in our way. It was some guy wearing a suit and holding a manila envelope which he handed to Roderick. It turns out this guy was a lawyer from the trading card company, and he was there to officially deliver Roderick the news that his company was taking Loaded Dipper to court. But then things got a whole lot weirder because the Hippo Henry security guard was suddenly on stage and closing in fast. I just froze because I just froze because I didn't know if this guy was gonna arrest me or what. But the security guard blew right past me and walked up to the lawyer, then started arguing with him about something. A few seconds later, Sebastian Sleeves climbed out of the crowd to join in the conversation. I had no idea what was going on, but when Warwick Sprinter appeared from backstage and started going at it with the other three, I finally put it all together. The 4 guys standing on stage were the original members of Metal Chihuahua. Hello. Oh, Afghanistan. Ooh, we're going international again. Nice. I'm from the USA. Greetings from the USA. And I guess they had a lot of things they needed to get off their chest because it got really heated up there. But then the crowd realized that what they were witnessing, which was the first Metal Chihuahua reunion in 25 years. And everybody started going bananas. I think all the cheering took the members of Metal Chihuahua. Nice to meet you too. I think all the cheering took the members of Metal Chihuahua off guard. Because they stopped talking, and when the cheers got even louder, the ex-bandmates knew what they had to do. So they grabbed our instruments and totally blew the roof off the place. Metal Chihuahua ripped through their greatest hits, and then they played an encore, and the only reason they didn't play a second encore is because they had already smashed our instruments to bits. Thursday. So Metal Chihuahua became the first band to ever win Battle of the Bands twice. The competition vaulted them back to the top of the charts, and they're even planning a world tour. I heard that Drew took his brother's old job at the deli counter and that Mackie got accepted to a school for robotics. So maybe he'll finally figure out how to get that monkey paw off his leg. After the competition, Stank didn't need Bill anymore, so they fired him. But luckily, Loaded Dipper was in the market for a lead singer, so I guess it worked out for everyone. It looks like it might be a while before my services are needed again, which was totally fine with me because I've definitely had my fill of the rock and roll lifestyle. The end. So I was reading this. Pretty good so far. I'm going to do a review later. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Keep it rigid.